Hello, Legion. It's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 Gathering Storm in our Carthage series. Rome has bloody mechanized infantry. So they're a lot more powerful than I am, and technically they could use those and form them into a core and kick my butt. But we're gonna pretend we're not seeing that, and hope that maybe things work out for the best regardless. We need a good amount of oil to fully upgrade these units to the artillery that we would like them to be before the war begins. But we're likely to go to war with Rome this turn, so let's see how this episode goes. Yes, your embassy is a welcome addition to our capital. Sure, Nubia, you can have an embassy. Not a problem. Okay, so we've gained some era score.
When they are preparing for war, those who rule by force speak most copiously about peace.
All right, so the additional unit maintenance cost reduction is handy. Yeah, I still am benefiting a lot from having professional army in place as well as grand army. I wish I had more in place. Let's go ahead and confirm those. We are going to choose a civic policy now. Have we really not unlocked theocracy yet? I mean, I suppose it's not really necessary, and neither is exploration. Pasture improvements receive +1 food. See, that's handy, and that's just one turn. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'm also going to go ahead and queue up another research option. Let's queue up conservation so we get the naturalist. Need to keep an eye on Pericles because he is cruising. He's actually slipped a little bit. I think probably because Trajan is providing some competition. All right, we've just finished a builder in Ugarit, so we don't need to build another one, but we do need to think in terms of what else we can build. A theater square is at the top of my list. However, an industrial zone here, or hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it wouldn't help Baruda. It's not close enough. 3. Even if it was there, but it would help Carthage. Wouldn't help Sidon because there's already an industrial zone in Anuk. So maybe an industrial zone is not the best idea here. Commercial hub? Kothan? I mean, it's weird to have a Kothan on a lake, but in terms of its benefits for this city, right now especially, I'm going to go for it. We have a new governor title available to us. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and promote Victor so that we have the additional accumulating strategic resources, and that will help us in the city of Kitty. It actually won't help us in the city of Kitty. So ideally what we need to do, we have some builders finishing up that could, well, we don't have the ability to build offshore oil mills yet. And we're going to need to have that before we improve that tile. But then that governor is probably going to need to be, yeah, see, Lipikui is a great city for Pingala. But I don't know that we have a culture district here yet, do we? We don't. And Pingala is set up to be a booster of both science and culture. Now, where do we have... Let's look at the Empire lens. Where do we have both? I don't have a lot of culture districts at all. I think the only one I have might be in Utica. No, there's one here in Ziz as well, but we don't have a science district here. I might need a culture district in Tyre to tell the absolute truth. So it's probably... Well, Magnus is a good choice for Tyre at the moment. Yeah, see, I would want to have that resource boost that we just gave to Victor to... I want to have that either for Carthage or for Lipikui. We're going to make that decision at a later point. We are 8 turns away from our capital moving to Lipikui, which is, of course, Leptis Magna. as I've mentioned many times. But before then, we still have a lot to accomplish. Let's see. Yeah, you can just repeat that route. I want that city to keep growing, and that's a huge growth boost that we just saw from renewing that route. I'm going to have the medic just stay put. And it looks like this builder is not capable. It's saying that I have cocoa there. Thank you for that. Appreciate it, game, but we can't actually get there yet. However, I can improve the crabs, which will give me some additional gold per turn. Also, I have a lot of faith at the moment, so one thing I need to do is go ahead and train up. I think I will train an apostle so that I can spread my religion to a few of my cities that need it. Tyre needs more amenities. It's about to get them. Tyre needs more housing, and so does Beruta. We can declare a war of territorial expansion on Trajan, which is good. We can purchase an apostle, which we did. We have the first civic of a new era. What are we doing to earn era score, by the way? Oh, we're not. We're in a golden era. Never mind. And we're not that far off from the 10-turn counter starting, and we're not necessarily in a place to get a golden age for the next turn, or a normal age for the next turn. So this is somewhat awkward. I feel like we've been here in this series before. Rome is trading actively with me.
We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time.
Look at this. Plus 15% faster growth and 3 loyalty per turn for cities not in your original capitals. Got it. I mean, we could use both of those policies. Colonial taxes and colonial offices. Can you imagine? And that's going to apply to all of these cities. All of them. Because we're putting the capital up in Lipicui. Which is good because we weren't necessarily planning on benefiting a lot from the loyalty bonuses of converting Carthage to be my capital. So there was a narrative purpose, but that's about it. So let's go ahead and promote you. Ooh, a debater. Yeah, we could use a debater. I'm not going to use all my spreads up because otherwise I'll lose the debater. But that is handy to have. All right, so the city of Ziz is done, and it looks like there's still... I need to train an archaeologist. Ooh, I really need to train an archaeologist. Let's do that. And then Sidon, you still need some love. You do, from builders. But let's go ahead and let's help you grow as quickly as possible by getting some sewers in place. Now, this is a pretty big deal. I'm going to siphon funds from Rome, which is a good amount of extra cash. And if I succeed, that spy will level up. Now, there's no dam for you to breach here. Is there another dam that Rome has built yet? No, there's not. Dang it. I got excited. Oh, yeah, let's improve that. So, why don't you... Let's see. I kind of want to use you in a... I'm going to put you back in Rome, because I want to steal great works. I need those great works. I don't have enough great works. I'm surprised how few great works I have. So, we're going to work on taking those from Rome. Rome's not going to be happy about it, but he's going to have to deal with it. Okay, my demands must be met. No, they must not. Venetian arsenal has been built by Gilgamesh. That's rude. I kind of wanted that. Didn't really have a chance at it, but I kind of wanted it. We are officially on course for a Dark Age. Not good, especially since we got Taj Mahal. Why are we on course for a Dark Age? That's just not right. Should have been getting extra era score from everything. Isn't that what the Taj Mahal does? Did they nerf the Taj Mahal? +1 era score from this historic moment earned after this wonder is complete, if that moment is usually worth 2 or more. Oh. That's what it was. Okay, so we have a military and a religious emergency against Gilgamesh. They've converted Hamadana to Buddhism, and Gilgamesh has already captured Gordian. So he's expanding pretty rapidly. I'm going to pass on those, not that I have the option anyway. We have the Great General, Marina Raskova. Not enough era score, unfortunately. All right, now the Aquarium District in Tyre, huge to have because of the bonus amenity. And then +1 science to each coastal resource, shipwreck, and reef tile in this city. We don't have any reef tiles, but we do have 3 coastal resources. So that's additional science for the capital from the Aquarium. And I believe me, I want that cultural district here too, eventually. We'll get there. Let's Speaking of that, I think I should probably go ahead and build one there. This is the city of Anuk. Let's get the sewer in place first, because that'll help make sure we have room to grow ASAP. Thinking in terms of where we can get these theater squares up and running. I don't have an encampment district yet in Kitty, and I feel like, well, I've got that in between Utique and Kitty, so maybe that's all I need to at least defend in part. I don't know. Rome is significantly more advanced than I am, so more encampments could be a good thing. Industrial zone I've already got in the area. I like the idea of building the Orshach, or however you pronounce that. I'm going to go for it. It's going to take a while to build. But if we can get it, that's a lot of extra diplomatic favor, and we might, especially if we can be suzerain of a number of city-states, we might be able to benefit from that a good deal. Now, who are you giving your combat bonus to? Modern and atomic era land units? Yes, please. That's awesome. You go to Carthage and hang out. All right. Cyrus is mad at me. Ask me if I care. Seriously, I don't. We need to go up to Carthage and use one of the spreads. There we go. All right, so our religion is starting to spread a little bit more, and you can see that Buddhism is starting to suffer in the area as a result of our progress. All right, we've got some extra production going now in Ugarit, which is useful. One more turn, we'll be able to improve those tiles up north of Lixus. 6 turns until Leptis Magna is ours. You want some iron, you're going to give me gold per turn, diplomatic favor, and that. You don't have any of those that are useful to me. However, I mean, some aluminum could be good. Tell you what, I'll free you from the obligation of the 11 gold. That way you're a little bit happier with me and maybe less likely to get pissy with me. He has declared friendship, but because he's also unhappy that I violated his agenda, I want to make sure I stay on his good side. Special session. I'm going to vote both of these down. I have no interest in participating. Submit. I'm going to focus on Rome, as has been the case for this entire series. Perhaps to my detriment. Perhaps. You, however, this factory up here, there's a couple things I need to do. Sewer is probably best in Lixus, so there's plenty of room to grow. But the factory would help with Lipicui, and we need that as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and have this builder improve these tiles up here. That cocoa eventually will need to be mine, but... Alright, so that spaceport's not done yet. Good to know. Get some extra farmland set up for Kitty. Oh, hello. We can improve that tile as well. That's the last charge for that builder, but that's a good step. I'm going to put this apostle in the water, and then they'll be able to maybe convert Beruta in the next turn. Although, what I would like to do is go ahead and train an Inquisitor to ensure that our religion is the dominant one up there. And we'll have Marina just chill in Carthage. We need 8 era score, guys. 8. Please. Okay. You want some coal, of which I have plenty. You're going to give me diplomatic favor. And you're going to open your borders to me. Tell you what, I'll free you of that obligation too. Accept deal. I want Gilgamesh to feel a little bit better about me right now, so that I don't have any other players looking at me with thirsty eyes. Stole nanotech from the city of Kumasi undetected. Very good. Ship it ball is able... So neutralize governors of 2 levels more experienced. That could come in handy. I'm going to go ahead and do that, because that's definitely been an offensive spy so far, that particular spy. Okay, what other units do I need to core up? There's another field cannon in the area that's not a core yet, so we'll work on that unit there. This Inquisitor needs to visit Ugarit. Oh yes, that's right, because I have Mount Everest in my territory. I can get altitude training for all of my units. Might be a good idea before I declare on Rome. Just saying. Might be helpful. I'm going to move you over here. Oh, nice. That's a lot of movement for one turn, but that is helpful, given that we have this coming up. +1 food adjacency bonus, so that'll help Kitty grow faster and maybe help that city grow a little faster as well. Extra production in Ugarit. Yep, let's get that camp built. And as a result, we now have... what? So nice that we finally have this report. All right, so I have... oh, really? Is that my one truffle? You're kidding. I thought I had more truffles than that. Okay, well, that's actually an additional amenity then that I haven't had yet. It's one of the good reasons for founding Lixus where I did. All right, one more spread in Baruda. Good, we did convert it. That's what I wanted to see. Part of me wants to just convert Nazca with culture, which is theoretically possible. All right, so you want 30 diplomatic favor, and you're going to give me marble and open your borders. You know what? I think I'm going to take this deal from Alex. And I'll say you don't have to pay me the 19. I'm going to accept this deal. And with his borders open to me, I can actually move through his territory and explore in areas of the map that I haven't been to yet. I'm a little bit nervous about this Dark Age, though, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to avoid it. Your progress towards suffrage has advanced considerably.
Many of us take better care of our automobiles than we do of our own bodies. Yet the auto has replaceable parts.
Okay, so... we don't have oil yet to upgrade the musketmen. Yeah, that's the main issue. I need plastics. And we're a good ways away from plastics. But I need that now. But I've got other things that I want before plastics. Dang it. Let's go for chemistry, because the research lab and the anti-tank crew could be handy. I want to go ahead and send my Inquisitor back towards Carthage to really cement our religion's presence in that city. Nook could have an amazing holy site, but you know what? We really need to build a theater square. Catch up in the culture game as much as possible. So let's do that. We're dreadfully behind in culture. I will go ahead and... ooh... and we're going to just buy that shipyard outright and then build the sewer, and we'll come back for more decisions along that route before long. I will go ahead and build the lighthouse in Ugarit. That'll give us another trade route. Quite handy. And then this builder, let's go ahead and get that cotton improved in the next turn. Now this spy can neutralize governors, steal technology, and fabricate scandals. Why don't you go ahead and steal this great work, please? Because you have just as much of a chance of doing that. Okay, so now that field cannon is a core. I didn't want to talk to Trajan. Go away, Trajan. What made you think I wanted to actually talk to Rome? That doesn't make any sense. All right, let's put this apostle back inside on. The Inquisitor will have the next turn to get to Carthage. All right, so we've had a spy arrive in Rome, and they already have sources on Rome, so we're going to steal... let's take a quick look. Yeah, Trajan is launching some of his initial projects, so is Pericles. How's Pericles doing on culture? He hasn't progressed too much. As I mentioned, I believe, last episode, we will have the opportunity, perhaps, to... we'll get some error score from that, by the way, so that might help us. Improving those 2 tiles after the natural disaster. We might get error score from both, actually. But we did not get Orshach, or however the heck you pronounce it. I never looked it up. All right, so Cleo wants some elephants. And she's going to give me gold per turn. Tell you what, you don't even have to give me the 3, Cleo. Just do that. All right, so we lost that wonder, unfortunately, but that does give us some extra production in Kitty. Well, not extra, but we just get the production that we used back. Stole 285 gold from the city of Rome undetected. Good. Okay, well, that's a real shame. The Eiffel Tower doesn't really have a good spot. Hermitage could be good to catch up in terms of culture. And there's not really any big appealing options. Industrial zone, I suppose, just to make sure this is a highly productive kind of border city. And it could eventually boost the productiveness of Kumasi and Nazca if we would keep both cities, which at this point I am tempted to, just because I think we would have to win. Okay, we did not get air score for improving that tile after a natural disaster. I thought we would, for sure. That's a little bit surprising. All right, we're going to skip that turn with the Apostle. Nowhere to go. All right, you, of course, can spy. Ooh, Quartermaster. If the spy is in home territory, so we have 3 kind of protective promotions to choose from. When counterspying, all city districts are defended. If the spy is in home territory, all your spies operate at +1 level. If the spy is in home territory, enemy spies in your lands operate at 1 level below usual. I'm going to say Quartermaster because I really want my spy missions to succeed, and I have some high-level spies working against Rome, and he might have some spies working against me, so let's take a quick look at the resources report again, since we just improved our second cotton. And let's see who we can... Well, actually, I can just look at the resources report, can't I? So nobody else has any cotton to speak of. So that's highly tradable. I can use it to keep Alexander off my back. Oh, he's not interested. Tell you what. Let's just gift it to him for 30 turns. And I've just remembered I have this unit that I can explore with, and we're absolutely going to. Especially since we have the Great Admiral. Need to get you all the way up here. It's going to take 10 turns. How are we doing on climate change, by the way? Still none. Okay, let's use our Inquisitor on Carthage. Much better. Inquisitors aren't quite as strong in terms of their spread as they used to be. Cleopatra just finished Broadway. Lots of wonders still going to other players. Modern Era ends in 5 turns. I need 7 more era score. I don't know how I'm going to get it. All right, Quartermaster. I can take you to my home territory, and we're going to do that. We're going to send you back to Tyre. Confirm your placement. Our spies are how we're going to win this, if at all. All right, I just need to keep an eye out. Game. Oh my god, I'm so tired of that bug. That was a left click. I was just dragging. You shouldn't have given a move order. I've got to figure out what does that. That's got to be something you can just fix in the key input files. That was not a left click. That happens all the time when I record. I notice it especially when I'm recording, and it's... I mean, you guys can tell me if you found a solution to it or if you've noticed yourself, but like when you're drag select, I guess I should just use my WASD modified controls to move the map around this way, but when you're dragging the map around to look in different areas, that click weirdness can catch you off guard. An unmet city-state has been defeated. Okie dokie. Modern Era ends in 4 turns. Now, we can get some era score. Our knowledge of combustion has advanced considerably. Let's delete that pin. Huh. The shipyard built in Z's. Yeah, Reina was boosting the shipyard in Carthage. That's why buying that up there was so powerful. I'm happy to say. An extra campus district might not be the worst thing in the world. Let's get a sewer going first. Now, Sidon has finished this field cannon, and I need to send it up there. And then looks like we have a courser that needs a buddy as well, so we can do that. Although it's a cavalry unit now. Artifact. All right, so we can get a Dido artifact. Let's do that. There's a bracelet. Still need 6 era score. I don't know that I'm going to avoid this Dark Age. How am I not getting era score for improving those? That's really surprising and a little frustrating. Okay, it's a lot frustrating. It's killing me. Carthage needs more housing, as does Lixus. Friendship with Cleopatra and Cyrus have both run their course. Let's redeclare. Redeclare. And I could, of course, establish alliances with them as well. I can set up a research alliance with Cleo. And a cultural alliance with Cyrus. Let's do that. We have had our first stage of climate change come to pass. It looks like we aren't a major CO2 contributor. It's mainly Alex. This is funny. So it's mainly coal that's doing it. And it's kind of hard to tell. I think this is Trajan. This is us, of course. This is Alex. This is Nubia. So who's the dark blue? Is it? I guess it's Gilgamesh? Yeah. So it's Gilgamesh and Alex that are really causing global warming. So as a result of that, maybe some of the sea ice. Yep, the sea ice has officially melted around Utica. Check that out. And we can move around this area and also explore closer to that oil near Setia. That's going to give us more of an ability to get around the map, for sure. Okay, I'm going to wrap this episode. Let's see. We have this Inquisitor in Baruda. I'm going to use your Remove Heresy ability, which should strengthen our religion in both of those cities. Let's go to the next turn. And on that note, oh, by the way, how's the World's Fair coming? We're actually doing all right in the World's Fair. Although I think other civilizations are doing better. Tyrants such as you are abominations. Your people know the truth of your words. Pericles does not like me. All right, we've just finished conservation, or we're about to. Oh, a moderate flood. 3 damaged tiles and 1 fertilized tile. Still don't have a dam over there.
Forest for economic gain is like burning the Renaissance painting to cook a meal.
Yeah, we're going to need that in place of drill manuals for sure when we have oil-based units. But we have successfully stolen the adventures of Tom Sawyer from the city of Rome undetected, which is great. So I'm going to continue to steal great works from Rome. And let's give a few more orders before I end this episode. Let's see. We've increased our trade route capacity by 2. Maybe because... No, it's just Uber Eats. I'll take it, though. Yeah, 25% less war weariness than usual also sounds like a good idea. Is there any benefit, though? Is Rome following another religion than us? I mean, I think they are technically another majority religion. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Maybe not. Or at least it doesn't say. I mean, I might be able to go to the religion mode here and see. Not really. They certainly didn't found a religion. So I don't know if they'll benefit from that. Hang on. I'm just looking at Reformed Church. Or actually, Wars of Religion. I'm not going to worry about that. Mass media is the way to go, and then we'll look at ideology and finally have some level 3 governments. A little bit behind in that regard. A lot behind in that regard. Scarily behind, but we are making do as best we can. It is time for the sewer in Tyre. I don't know that there's anything else. The aqueduct would potentially be good for the production in Tyre, but... Yeah, let's just get a sewer for now. I think that's ultimately the better choice. Lipikui, the capital has officially moved. Okay, so with this being the capital, and it is showing as the original capital of Phoenicia, all of our other cities can now hold up, get a 10% production bonus and 25% gold bonus. Let's confirm this. Boom. That is every city in our empire that just got a little bit better at everything it does. I love everything about that. That could help us catch up. That could be really good. All right, so we do need the theater square here in Lipikui, and there's a great place to do it. There's a couple of great places to do it. I think I will put it there where it can make the biggest impact, and Pingala will, of course, help with that as well. Looks like I can buy this amphitheater, and I will do just that. And then we will absolutely go for another... I mean, I need me some art museums, I think, but for now, I want to make sure I can get all my artifacts so I can catch up in that way. We're going to get the workshop going in Kitty. And you know what? We actually, even before that, I'm going to go to the city of Z's and queue up a builder to be finished before that sewer. And then Ugarit is almost done here. It's so awesome to see the boosts that we just got. Let's get a trader going. And we have some envoys available. 5, in fact. I can steal Antioch. Okay, I didn't get any error score for what I just did, but I just became suzerain of those city-states and uncovered several more by virtue of doing that. And we are actually quite close to circumnavigating the world, maybe. But we now know what the other part of what the other side of Rome looks like. Oh my god, we just got so much information. Holy crap. All right, well, that's cool. That works for me. I'll take it. The route to Tyre, yeah, repeat route, that's fine. We still need to improve all of that. I'm well aware. All right, we have some ruins there that weren't in our territory before, but they are now. Ruins. They need to be investigated. And then you, of course, are a quartermaster, so we're going to have you counter-spy in Tyre. We're going to put you in... Probably the best spot would be the government plaza, so that the governor of Tyre is protected. And now all of our spies are a little bit more talented. Let's let the turn transition go into turn 214. It's 1884 AD. We're hopefully not going to lose this game. We'll see. Oh, Rome wants... Ha! That's funny. No. Rome wants things. Yeah, Pericles is making progress in their cultural victory, so we're going to have to push back. But we have just stolen another great work successfully from Rome. And we have a lot to do in the next episode. Haven't quite gone to war yet because we just don't have a chance, especially now that I see airplanes circling outside of Kumasi. We need to have at least infantry before we charge in. But I think once that's in play, we will have a lot better of a chance at maybe taking Kumasi and Nazca. And I would love to conquer all of Rome before the end of the series if I can manage it while staving the other players off from winning this. But we're just going to have to play it one episode at a time and see what we can accomplish. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every other day at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.